Back or go down.
Yeah, like that road, they would get stopped on. There's no way a train comes on this track, right? And then it got...
Damn it, you bastard. Why won't you turn on? Oh, there you go. I don't know what that was about. Liminal Spaces. You've definitely seen them at least once in your life. Hell, you might even be living in a house or working in a building that has a liminal space. And if you use the internet, your chance of seeing them has literally multiplied. They are littered everywhere on YouTube and just like literally anywhere on the internet. Like, just look at the backrooms page. There is upon thousands and thousands of pictures of these liminal spaces, and there are just so many, dude. Just I'm not even gonna attempt to read that number, but that's how many there are, dude. Now, I stutter a lot in my videos, so I'm not gonna try to explain what it is. So I'm just gonna let my friend Noel just explain everything for me.
Trying to define a liminal space is quite tough, considering there is no concrete definition for what they are. The most agreed on definition is that they are a transitional place, somewhere that you're not supposed to stay for a long time, like a mall, school hallway, or a store.
Well, now that you know what a liminal space is, you're probably just rolling your eyes and saying, oh wow, it's just an empty school or an empty supermarket, and it just makes you feel weird because, well, it's like it's closing time, you shouldn't be in there. And while that is true, there's a reason why I'm also making this video. As Noelle states in her video,
Link in the description, by the way.
there is more to it than just going to sneak into an abandoned school or just hide in the supermarket like it's some 24-hour challenge on YouTube back in 2015. No, there's a deeper reason. What if I told you there's 3 categories that these liminal spaces go in, and each like tier has a different feeling behind them? Emptiness, fear, and just flat out weird. No matter what liminal space you look up, at least one of these categories will be in that picture. So, what does emptiness have an effect on these liminal spaces? When you look at these pictures, you probably feel uncomfortable. You feel like you shouldn't be there, like you just broke into a newly purchased house. But your mind also tricks you into thinking what should be there, which kind of gives you that uncanny feeling that something is just missing. You see, if you look at this image right here of this house, you're already probably picturing what needs to be there. Rather it be a bed, a couch, a TV, maybe some posters, or, I don't know, a loud tooth speaker. Something should be there. And the funny thing about this is that it doesn't only work for real life pictures, but also works for 2D pictures. These pictures I have right here are all from Google. These are all just free 2D drawn pictures I got from Google, and it still works. You look at this and you're like, there should be a dining table there, or there should be at least like a chair or a bed in this one, but there's just, where these thoughts, I don't know. Like, I just don't know, man. I'm stuttering. I'm so scared. All jokes aside, the mind is what causes half of these pictures to have like a strange anomaly to them. I mean, our mind also gets frustrated when we have a almost finished puzzle, but we can't find the missing puzzle piece. And that same dilemma works with this picture. And the same kind of works for darkness, except there's a little bit of a more, I guess, cryptic thing behind it. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, obviously, everyone has been afraid of the dark at some point. And honestly, with half these pictures, I can see why some people are still scared of the dark. These pictures take literally emptiness. It just makes it creepy, because now, while you can see like a half the picture, a portion of the picture, you can't see beyond that. Like, there's just a barrier that you can't see beyond it, and that's what makes it creepy. And to make it even worse, there's artists like Trevor Henderson that adds his like creatures to it. So now you're just like a boogeyman or some shit just creeping behind your empty ass bedroom or whatever. It's just, yeah, it's just not really fun. And because of that, I dare say that Trevor Henderson basically makes these liminal spaces. So, I guess in a way, Siren Head and Cartoon Cat are liminal spaces. It's just that there's a little bit of a cryptic behind it. And I would love to think that these creations of Cartoon Cat, Siren Head, and all of these weird cryptics is what led to the backrooms being terrifying. You see, the backrooms started as this just simple space where you could accidentally enter by just like no clipping, but it slowly built up to kind of like a creepypasta-esque story where there's now creatures and tasks that you have to do to escape every level, and it's just kind of cool in my opinion. I think Trevor Henderson probably started that with his creations. Just a thought I had. But then there's the weird aspect of liminal spaces. And I guess weird's not the exact word I'm looking for. Maybe cutesy, but there's also liminal spaces that are just like playgrounds and Hello Kitty rooms and basically these just weird things that you would never expect to be abandoned, I guess. Like, no one expects a play place for kids to just run out of business. And one thing that adds to this creepy factor is the fact that most of these things that are photographed are from the 80s to the early 2000s. Like, these are things that I would have expected to grow up with. And it's pretty cool, but at the same time adds like this certain vibe to it. Not the kind of vibe where it's like a, I don't know, a vaporwave MOV, but more of like just kind of creepy, I guess. It makes me feel old just looking at this Toys R Us just be abandoned. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Oh my god, this camera's getting out of control. This piece of shit. Oh. I'm gonna have to get a new camera. Alright, where was I? I was at... there it is. Liminal spaces are literally everywhere in the most random places that you can even think of. Literally everywhere you have been, every step you've taken, there is a liminal space there. And to prove that, take a look at these photos. All these photos I have taken of my school. Every single one of these is a part of my school. All these creepy ass, empty ass pictures, mine. In the most populated shit in my city, these are where they came from. And yeah, that just proves it, that this shit it's just everywhere. I have to say, it is actually pretty fun. Like, it's a weird art, I guess you can call it. It's a very weird way to take a picture. It's kind of artsy. I kind of like it because you kind of explore these places that you're so used to find something that feels different, empty, something you have never seen before, and it's just kind of fun. I highly recommend it. Well, that's pretty much it, really. This has been one shit of a video. This camera blows. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'll try to get it fixed before I make the next video, but yeah, have a good day, guys.
Alright, making the pizza. Sprinkle the cheese. Cheese.